Welcome back. Legit Peach here with you. If this is the first time you're checking out any of my videos, I'm a girl with a passion for sports, helping other girls understand the world of sports. That's sort of in my tagline, but I know there's some guys watching. This video, we're going to talk about college football week 11. And if you're a little confused about the game of football, I have some other videos I want you to go check out first that kind of explain the game, basics, how it works, all that jazz. This video, college football week 11. Let's jump right in. On my handy dandy piece of paper I always have with me, I have the top 10 teams, 5 games you want to know, and the 5 players that are in the top 5 players for the Heisman. Now, in past videos I've broken down 5 games and kind of explained different players, teams more in depth than I will do in this video. I'm going to do more of a broad generalization for this video. Let's check out those rankings. Top 10 in the country. Number 1, Mississippi State. Number 2, Florida State. Worth noting, they're both 8-0, 0 losses. That's good. Third team, Auburn. 4, Oregon. 5, Alabama. 6, TCU. 7, Kansas State. 8, Michigan State. 9, Arizona State. And 10, last but not least, Notre Dame. Now, side note here that is an important side note. These are the playoff rankings. There's a board and a committee this year for the first time ever that are going to rank the teams. Now, normally you have the Associated Press rankings and the coaches rankings, but there's a whole other set of rankings this year, the college football playoff rankings. That's because for this year, for the first time, there will be a 4-team playoff to determine the national championship game and the national champion. So these rankings are the playoff rankings. Those board of bunch of different people have decided these are the rankings. So this is the most important. And the top 4 teams at the end of the season will play each other for the national championship, or for the national. Well, it will come down to 2 teams for the national championship. Your 5 Heisman players you need to know. First one, Marcus Mariota, quarterback for Oregon. Second, Dak Prescott, quarterback for Mississippi State. 3, Melvin Gordon, he's a running back for Wisconsin. 4 is Amari Cooper, wide receiver for Alabama. And 5 is Trayvon Boykin, the quarterback for TCU. 5 games you need to know. Now, I don't have every conference covered here. We always talk about the 5 major conferences, but this time Pac-12 is left off and we have 2 Big 12 games instead. Sorry, Pac-12 fans, it is what it is. First game, Baylor at Oklahoma. Baylor's coming off a huge win against Kansas. And Baylor has actually never won at Oklahoma, so it should be a good test for Baylor. Second game, Ohio State at Michigan State. This is the game of the entire Big Ten season. They both have 1 loss of this season, and neither team has a loss against a conference opponent. So they have 0 losses against Big Ten opponents. So they're playing for the conference title right now. So whoever loses will get their first loss, their first Big Ten loss. And it's just a big game. All Big Ten fans are going to be looking at this game. Third game, this is your SEC game. This is Alabama at LSU. LSU had a bye last week, but before that bye, they had a huge win against Ole Miss. So they're looking to carry that momentum forward and try and knock off Alabama, who's 5th ranked in the country. Number 4, Kansas State at TCU. This is your second Big 12 game. And this is the closest game in rankings. This is 6 and 7. Big 12 game again, Kansas State. My note here for you guys to know is whoever wins this game, they're fighting for first place in the Big 12. And Kansas State is 2-0 against TCU. So TCU has never won against Kansas State. So once again, it should be an interesting match. Notre Dame and Arizona State, last but not least. This is your ACC matchup. Goodness gracious, my voice does something weird sometimes. Okay, whoever loses this will be out of playoff contention essentially. So like I said, the playoffs, the rankings, those matter. So whoever loses this game is going to kind of drop off because these 2 teams are 9 and 10 on the rankings. There's college football week 11 preview. Stay tuned for more videos upcoming about basketball and whatnot. Thanks for watching.